Today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. I'm Ethan Wolf. We've got questions and you've got answers.
I'm Andrew Metcalf. Plus today, you get your fill. The news is next.
The weather is going to start getting warmer. Are you interested in playing tennis? Then be in Mr. Young's room Wednesday during lunch so you can get the scoop. That's room A203 across the hall from Mrs. Stevenson's during lunch today.
Are you going to be in track and field? Today there will be a meeting in the library immediately after school to distribute paperwork and do a meet and greet with the coaches and other athletes. Pizza will be provided.
That NCA from last semester is going to change to an F if you don't do something quick. Overtime is a program designed to help you with this problem. If you need time to fix a grade, then get in touch with Mr. Diplock or Mr. Gant about overtime immediately. Overtime is a program designed to help you get more time for time.
Jamari Walker was out and about with a camera asking questions like he does. Here's what he found. Roll tape.
Hello, I'm Jamar Walker and we're here with
Finn,
Aubrey,
Paulina Garcia,
Diamond Taylor,
Jimena Gonzalez,
David Anderson, Mikhail Alexander.
What is your New Year's resolution for 2020?
Get good grades.
to not fight with Dylan.
I hang out with my family. To pass my classes.
So I think I just want to do good at school and in the sports, support my team.
If you have any second semester wishes, what would they be?
What I wish for second semester is to get better grades.
To graduate.
Just passing all my classes, enjoy my time here. Just have half a year left.
Not get so behind in school.
If you had $1 million, how would you use it?
I'll give me a new car, you know what I mean? Give me a house, buy my mama a house, you know what I mean? Make it out the ghetto.
I'd probably leave Idaho. I would definitely use it wisely, and I'd use it for stuff I need rather than stuff I actually wanted. Whatever's left over, I'd use for what I want, but I'd use it for mostly what I need.
Hear me out. I'd go to Winco and buy all the mac and cheese boxes there, right? Then I'd go buy a big pot, put a bunch of water in it, and put all the macaroni noodles in there, and make some mac and cheese.
All right. So a giant pot of mac and cheese?
I'd invest it into my own business and make money. Yeah.
All right.
If I had $1 million, I think I would just travel around, explore the world, see everything that I always wanted to see. So I would like that to happen.
Buy a lot of shoes and a car.
All right.
If you could have any pet in the world, what would it be?
Probably still just dogs, because I don't want to take care of anything too big.
A turtle. No, not a turtle. A monkey.
How about a dog?
All right. Wait, don't you already have a dog?
Nope, they're dead.
Oh.
A hedgehog.
Ooh, that's hard. Probably a really big, nice dog.
An iguana. I'd name him Frederick.
Be careful driving in the rain. Stopping distance is increased and visibility is compromised, so leave more following distance and slow it down a bit. In the morning you might find ice on the road, especially on bridges. We all want students to arrive safely to school, and for students driving themselves, that means you need to be careful.
Welcome to this week's episode of Fill of the Week. So over the last week or so, you've been advertising, the school as a whole has been advertising a new program, and that program is overtime. Can you just explain overtime to me? What is it?
Sure. So Mr. Gant, I'm going to give Mr. Grant the credit where it's deserved. So overtime is something we're going to hold on Wednesday afternoons after school every other Wednesday, and what it really is about It's more than just coming in, sitting and working on your computer. What Mr. Gant is going to be doing, and also working with other people, including Mr. Jessup, myself, is bringing in different guest speakers. So overtime is a chance to not only make up some time for time that you may have gone over in your absences, also gain some knowledge and interact with some people that are going to come in and have some good stories to tell of their own and what they're doing, and yeah, stuff like that.
So what makes it different from traditional time for time? Is it the guest speakers?
Yeah, pretty much. It is centered around having people come in and sharing their experiences of life. So regular time for time, you're coming in on a Tuesday and a Thursday after school, and same thing on a Saturday morning. So the biggest difference is, you're right, Casey, it's the having a chance to meet some people. And
So who is overtime intended for?
yeah, I mean, overtime is intended for anyone. I think some people think it's strictly for some of our athletes, which it kind of is. Our kids that are in sports and in drama and things that they do right after school on a Wednesday, because we get out at 1:45, or you guys do, 1:45 to 2:45, the teachers are still meeting. So no practices have started yet. Nothing has started. So this is a chance for those kids to come in and make up time for time where.
So any student could stop by
Yes.
if they wanted
Yep,
to?
we encourage all students. Even, yeah, honestly, even if you just wanted to come and hear the guest speaker, you definitely don't have to be over, and you don't have to be an athlete or somebody that's involved in one of our clubs. Anybody can come.
So overtime just started like super recently. I don't even know if they've met for the first time yet. Will this be a full-time program next year?
Yeah, that's the plan, right? We'll see how attendance goes with everything else. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the plan moving forward.
So overtime as a whole is intended for students to gain a little more knowledge about life outside of these walls and to make up some of the attendance issues.
Right, yep. And like I said, it's I don't want to say it's better than normal time for time, but it is. There's more benefits to it, right? Instead of just sitting with me on a Saturday morning, you get to sit with someone you don't know and ask questions and interact. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much, Mr. Diplock.
You bet. Anytime.
Yeah.
Just because not everyone is wearing their lanyards doesn't mean you shouldn't either. Make sure that your lanyard with your student ID is clearly visible for all staff to see. This is for your safety above all else. This also lets staff know who is supposed to be here at CHS and who isn't. If you don't bring your lanyard with your ID, you will not be able to get lunch here at school. If you continue to not bring or refuse to wear your ID, your parents will be contacted and you might have detention. The same consequences will be given if you transfer to Skyview and are not wearing your ID. Wear your IDs. It's not hard and keeps you and your friends safe.
Today's weather is brought to you by Dr. Kim Keller. Your smile is your first impression. Make yours a great one and see Dr. Keller today. So for today's weather, we'll have a high of 47 and a low of 36. And then for tomorrow, we'll have a high of 47 and a low of 37. Back to you.
Late important information. The duel at Nampa, the wrestling duel. 2:30 start time, just so you know. Tell them 2:30 start.
2:30, the wrestling at Nampa.
Bingo. Yeah.
At Nampa.
Good
Back
job.
to you.
Thanks, guys. As you know, this is the part of the show where we talk about news. Today, it's Valen's entertainment news with the latest in popular culture. Take it away, Valen.
Hello again, and welcome back to Ven. I'm your host, as always, Valen Beebe, here to bring you your scoop of entertainment news. Starting right off, February 7th, we'll see the release of, oh dear, Legend of Deification, or Zhangzia, because this movie deserves so much more than a laugh at the name. It follows a long journey of a man who seeks to find a nine-tailed fox that continues to endanger his village. This movie is beautifully animated and has quite the thrilling soundtrack. This one's a definite must-see in my book. I'm going to cut it there, and please don't go nuts over 2 weeks in a row of just one movie, because trust me, next week has a whole load of things to report on, I promise. Jumping into video games, not a whole lot is coming out either, but something else to delay. Skull and Bones is Ubisoft's response to Sea of Thieves, and has been delayed from mid-February to sometime in March. It may be Ubisoft's more realistic response to the cult favorite, but what Sea of Thieves has that Skull and Bones lacks is a team of loyal developers. Also, just a quick reminder that March slowly approaches with Doom Eternal. Please don't delay it again. We're waiting. For music, on the 31st, we'll see the release of, please spare me if I butcher this, Hacky Dipicciotto featuring Alexander Hack of Einstürzende Neubauten with The Current. They're a duo from Germany that have evidently been dropping albums since 2015. So yeah, they exist, and in terms of genre, they're a bit of everything. This is definitely one that you'll have to check out for yourself. They're, in every sense of the word, different. Thorbjorn Rissiger and the Black Tornado, sorry if I butchered your name too, are a blues band from Denmark, releasing Come On In, which will be their 6th studio album. They've gained a lot of popularity, and I think they're definitely worth checking out. Theory of a Dead Man will also be releasing Say Nothing. If you think you don't know who they are, I can reassure you that you do. Keep them in the back of your mind. I can't think of a song by them that I don't enjoy, so check that out when it releases. I'm going to call it today because this has been a pretty long episode. Tune in next week for some celebrity gossip and possibly one of the biggest episodes ever, for there is a multitude of releases in February. Have a good one and stay safe.
The SAT word of the day is fusillade, which means a rapid outburst or barrage. You could use it like this: the team won the game with the last fusillade of scoring in the last 2 minutes.
That's the news. Thanks for watching, and remember,
live the Wildcat way.